Baby dolls, meltdown, meltdown, we're melting. Let's get the cheese emoji. There has to be a cheese emoji. Of course there's a no, that's pizza. We're going to use the cheese emoji because we're melting. So USDC has de-pegged. I've got a nice thread for you by this very smart person who said there's so many bad takes, okay? This very smart person has said, look, they go through the numbers here. Everyone, just chill out, friends. I'm going to give you an option. You have an option to do. Now, one of the hard parts about these is if you ask even the smartest, most wise traders, investors out there, they're going to get some things wrong. We don't know all the time, man. That's why it's so simple to like not even be in stable coins and just be holding for long term, okay? It really is so simple. You get to weed out all these things. So right now, Circle, they say Circle doesn't have enough funds. Everything's game over. But look, I'll just go through you the safest part, okay? Look at this. Just read. We're going to read this, right? So now, 1 USDC is not worth $1, okay? Its short-term theoretical value is 96 cents. Its long-term value, because remember they own bonds, they got a rate to the maturity, it's 98 cents, okay? So worst case, 98 cents. But I want to let you know, I actually made a post here because I love you so much. Don't worry, we're going to make it through this weekend. But emergency broadcast, you have an option here. You can do something, okay? So let's say you can't sleep. This is killing you right now, all right? This is absolutely killing you. You can't sleep. You got a lot of money in USDC. You do have an option, friends. You can, right now, you can just take the loss. It's just 10%. Man, I'm in crypto we're looking for a 30x upside. 3,000%, all right? So taking a 10% loss, it's not going to kill you, all right? So look, you can convert 70% into USDT. So let's say you had 10 grand and now theoretically, because of the peg, it's only worth 9 grand. Okay? You're like, oh, I've lost $1,000. What do I do? I'll just tell you, just settle down, straighten your back, fluff your slippers. It's going to be okay. All right? We've lived through worse. We lived through a zombie virus, man. All right? So you can take, let's say you had $10,000, you can take 70% and just convert it into Tether. You know, Tether got absolutely stress tested in June of 2022. The scum tried to redeem $14 billion and Tether honored every single US dollar. Okay, now, it's all we know, okay? Maybe they don't have any more money now, but from what we can tell, Tether is chosen by the market. Tether's got a peg, okay? So you can convert it to USDT. But then you have the next 30%, all right? So what you can do is, you can, if you really want to play it safe, man, you can just put it into Ethereum. Because Ethereum, when Ethereum goes back up to like 3K, 4K, you've made more than your money anyway, okay? You can do that. You make up for that loss. If you want to take some risk, part of the risk curve, you can participate. You can put 20% ETH and then 10% into Link or Hex, or you can just do 30% Hex or 30% Link. If you really you're like, hey man, this is killing me, just do ETH, man, it's okay. You have 70% USDT, 30% ETH. You've only taken a 10% loss. Just think about it like, if you say, hey man, I just want to buy ETH altogether, just do that. Effectively, the Ethereum price right now, if we go look, the Ethereum price right now is $14.42, okay? If you just get in now, you will buy Ethereum just like 10% higher. All right, so it's like you're long Ethereum at $1,256. That's nothing, man. It's gonna go like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10K in the future. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna survive. So that's your option. If you convert to ETH here, you are long at $1,256. Now you're way on side, man. For the ETH unlocks for Shanghai, the average person is on side is long from the price of $2,700. So like you're still half of their unit cost. Okay. So that is your option. Don't worry, you can chill out. If it was me, that's what I'd do. I would just go Hex and Link, whatever, okay? But you can choose to do that. Now, there's nothing wrong with just holding USDC. They have the money there. It just might take some time, 5 to 10%. But I understand these circumstances. It's an emergency broadcast. Maybe you don't want to sit on that. That's fair enough, okay, friends? I still think we are playing out the emotions here. I know it's crazy. I know no one's saying this. I know everyone's like, meltdown, meltdown. It just looks like it's playing out the same. I know. Every time, the news is different, the people are different, or the day is different, the weather is different, but the emotions are the same. We are humans. So I feel like we're still in disbelief, right? Feel like we're still in disbelief. So I made this post, friends. I want to find it for you as well. I think it's important to reflect on this, okay? I made this post about what would, like, I want you to have a read this with me, okay? In 2021, all right, go back to 2 years ago. If you told me that the US Fed was going to hike rates plus 5% in a straight line, that UST would go to zero, USDC would de-peg to 90 cents, right? Not Tether, USDC, and FTX was a Ponzi, I would tell you, okay, I think Bitcoin went down to $8,000 and Ethereum to $400. I think it's game over, all right? But I'm reflecting here with you going, they're not. We're not there. Just think about it. We are not there. They tried to slam us down every single time with all these. We're not there. So use your brain for a bit, all right? And use your heart. Does this look like a market that wants to go to zero? I think we weeded out the weak hands. That's what I think. Friends, remember I told you, the market moves off this equity. It's like if it gives you so much pain, it throws you a bone. And also, if you party too hard, you get a very vicious come down, okay? So I want you to have a look here, all right? This is just what I think, okay? If we could just have a look at, this is Ethereum, right? Ethereum. Maybe up here, we can actually look at Bitcoin, right? Maybe in another parallel universe, Bitcoin went to 100K, okay? And then maybe went down to 15, okay? In that parallel universe. But we didn't get Bitcoin 100K. We stopped here. So in my heart, what I feel like, this is the thing, okay? I feel like, you see this little triangle? I feel like in another universe, a lot of weak, over-leveraged FOMO people and funds would have bought up here, okay? And we're going to give them a poopy emoji, right? We're going to give them a little poopy emoji. I think in another world, they would have bought up here, right? This is another universe. And then they would have been absolutely destroying us here. And there would have been a knife, okay? But here's the thing. We didn't get that 100K. We stopped. So the way you can see it is, instead of like, if you're on a boat and there's like 10 sick people, maybe because your boat never got too big, you only got like 5 sick people. So you have less overhead to cover on the way out. So that's why, look, we can always go down. I'm telling you right now. This could be the last words we're going to go down. But I feel like we've just weathered so much of a storm now that the market's like, you know what? You've been through a lot. You guys have been through a lot. So, markets are chaotic. So you could have got, this is the thing, all right? Everybody, what did everybody expect? Think with your brain, all right? Everybody expected this, okay? 2018. And they expected the zombie virus. The straight line down, finish. The fatality. That's what everybody expected. What did we get? We got 3 waves of selling, right? We got the lunar, Celsius, everything. We got this, and now we have this USDC De-Pegged. So markets are chaotic. You don't know how they're going to be chaotic. Are they going to give you one giant knife cut, or are you going to get 3 little band-aids? And I'm praying right now. I'm praying, friends, that there's a band-aid emoji. Oh my God, there's a band-aid emoji. Okay, so maybe that's what it is, friends. There's a band-aid emoji here. Okay, so this is how I'm looking at it. Language of the market. What's it saying? It's saying, okay, we can do one big fat chop, wipe everyone out, or we can do 3 little cuts. We grazed our knee 3 times, That's what I'm feeling has happened. And I want you to know that in both scenarios, you wash out weakness. It's just, remember, markets are chaotic. You don't know how you're going to wash them out. Are you going to wash them out by one super fat punch to the face, or your little jabs? I think we've got the little jabs. That's what I think we got this time. And it wasn't easy because, look, everybody wants this just to be over, don't we? We want it to be over now. And you see USDC de-pegging, you're like, oh my God, again. But maybe that fractal is playing out. Maybe it's actually playing out. I know this news, it looks like it's really, really bad, but crypto was invented for these very reasons. All right. So eventually the market will come to its senses. You realize, okay, USDC, yeah, it sucks, but all right, you still got 98 cents. And you can have a loss. You still have options. All right. And there's more
This is an
information coming out.
emergency weekend.
And when you really think about it, what else can you really do at this point? Do you want to be selling? Right, I want to ask you, do you want to be selling after... Look, we had euphoria in April of 2021. All right, that was the last euphoria we had. All right, we had it up here. We had euphoria in April 2021. Let's do a big poopy up here. Actual euphoria. It's been a long time. The retailers, the weak hands, have had a long time to exit. So I think, just me, I think anyone buying here, you're a strong hand. You're following the principles. Most of us are already in. I already know that, right? Most of us have actually ran out of money to add, but you got to think for the future now. At some point, the market realizes, hey, we went through so much pain. I don't think the next leg is down. I think it's up. So you're not even playing for that next leg up. We're playing for the next couple of years, right? Because we know crypto, it's not worth 900 billion, 800 billion. We know it's going to be worth 10 trillion plus. It solves too many problems. So at least you do have a strategy. You can do something now. Yes, emergency broadcast. I don't want to be doing this, friend. It's like, how many more times do you want to do this to us? Oh. But that's what markets do. They wash and they wash and they wash. Now, why I like this fractal is this will get so many people out. Because this part, if we get this part, see, you think, oh, but it goes up. No. In these little parts, there are a lot of bad news that comes out, right? There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of jitters, a lot of, oh no, recession. And that's what might happen. And people are just going to exit along the way up, okay? They're going to be thinking that the market's giving them a chance to get out when really, no, it's giving strong hands a chance to get in, okay? So we take a deep breath and we understand the emotions are the same. I still believe we already were depressed. I'm standing by it. I think we hit depression in down here. I think FTX was depression, personally. All right. And now I think it's disbelief, right? Just ask everyone. Disbelief, isn't it beautiful? No one believes it. No one can even say disbelief. They go, no, we're in anger. No, we're in depression. No, capitulation. No. It's like they don't want to believe that we've already had all the knives to the face and the back, man. We've had so many. You've wiped. Who else is left? Right? Tether. Okay. You tried to take 14 billion from Tether in 7 days. They redeemed. They did every single redemption. Okay. So if you take from this anything, friends, remember, markets are always going to do this. You will always be tested. The news will always be different. But at least you got strategy, man. Just at least be thankful. Like, hey, you can take a 10% loss, rotate it to ETH, or you can go down the risk curve, get Link and Hex, and there is a brighter future in the coming ahead. It will come ahead. Friends, you gotta remember, man, you don't even know who do quantities anymore. Next year is going to be the Bitcoin halvening. The Fed's going to stop doing their jizz jazz, all right? They're going to be like, hey, we can't hike anymore. We're going to destroy everything, meltdown. The season will change. Everything will blow over, okay? So, but look, for the short-term stuff, you don't know, man. This candle can stop right here or it can go all the way down if it wants to. We don't know, right? What I like is, ain't nobody leveraged in Bitcoin. No one's leveraged in Ethereum. No one was gambling in those worlds, right? It feels like everyone who would have had like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they were in stable coins. So now it's jumbling away, etc., etc. So if you go listen to the fund people who come on interviews right now in the past 24 hours, right, I can tell they're soy drinkers, yeah. They're soy drinkers and they're weekend cucks. You know what they say? They go, oh, who's going to buy now? You've closed all the doors, the institutions and the funds, blah, 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 blah. No one cares. No one cares. You know why? Because, let me take you back to a time here, all right? Back when I was gig along on crypto, I still am. Back when I was gig along on crypto, do you know what they were saying? They were saying, who's going to buy crypto here? Who's going to buy crypto here? And then look, what was saying? They were saying, who's going to buy crypto up here? Everyone bought up here. Oh, no one's going to buy Bitcoin at 50,000 because it was just at 10,000 and 3,000. They still did. So don't listen to all these reverse engineered psychology, I'm here to fudge you out type of stuff, okay? You got to trust your instinct. And I understand right now, it feels bad, but my instinct is you've bent us over. You didn't use any protection. I have so many scars in my body. I need to book in so many surgeries right now. Okay, there's nothing left. You've taken everything from me. What do you, like, I barely got my soul here. We're hanging on by nothing. There's like, hanging on by a thread? No, there's not even hanging anymore. We're literally just, we don't even want to get out of bed anymore. Okay. And I think it's not the depression part. It's because we're in disbelief. Like, we can't believe we're still here. Think about it. Why aren't you at zero yet? And it's because it's the market's speaking to you. And it's saying, hey, I know you think that the worst is yet to come, but it might be that the best is yet to come. I'll catch you soon, friends.